Hell, shit happens. I wonder what the person that in the drive-thru said. You okay, buddy? Could you imagine somebody saying that? Like, you okay, buddy? Like, no, I just fucking burned my arm on the fucking grill. So no, I'm not fucking okay, buddy. I can picture you doing that too. Wait, I think I might have gone a bit Canadian there. Eh. Oh, okay, Waldo. You're talking. I sound like I'm talking. Oh God, yeah. It sounds like I'm talking to like nobody's there. Because I'm talking here. I'm playing on my PlayStation with my mic on my controller. So they're not hearing what's going on in the headset from the Xbox. So I sound like an idiot or just plain crazy. Which one do you think is accurate? I was crazy. I was in a padded room for a week. Only thing that they didn't do is put me in a straitjacket. That would have been fun. I actually was running around the room intentionally trying to run into the walls. Like, okay, this ought to be fun. Being in a padded room is fun. Are you kidding me?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
I mean, okay. Imagine an entire room padded with couch cushions. Like, double-sized couch cushions. It smells horrible, but because I wonder how many kids piss themselves as a kid. In case you wonder, as a kid when it happened. So, yeah, I get. It's meant so that people can't hurt themselves, and I get it.
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us.
The
Yeah,
Alliance can use your
floor,
help.
ceiling,
Plenty
walls,
of
everything.
unbound roles.
Um, thanks.
Unfortunately, it'd be a very difficult thing to do a stable to do stable flips on and shit. Oh, there's the
Don't be left out in the cold. Ask about
there's the ATIS and
warranties.
anti-synthetic rifle, ultralight materials, pistol.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you want to know what's awesome about the Legendary Edition? There is an armor set that you can get through this that was originally a pre-order bonus. Pretty cool, right? You want to see it? I already bought it, but I'll show you it anyways. Ah, there it is. What do you mean? The only one that isn't on Legendary Edition is the station, Pinnacle Station. That's the only thing that's the only normal DLC that isn't in the Legendary Edition. So, there, with the exception of Pinnacle Station, yes. It's in Mass Effect 1. So if you want to play Pinnacle Station, use my copy of Mass Effect 1. That's your bet. Because it's fun, but once you get too high of a level, it just becomes tedious. Because then you could, even on the highest levels, you could just stand there and the enemies won't do anything. Because eventually the difficulty will increase in Pinnacle Station. And even on the highest difficulty, they can't really do anything. You would literally have to let them kill you to finish the simulations, eventually. Well, yes, not a bad idea. I do recommend keeping at least Mass Effect 3 so we can do the multiplayer. Oh, that's the armor. That's the armor I was talking about. Are you in... Basically, the gameplay won't change. And I'll be honest, Pinnacle Station makes almost no difference in the actual playthrough. Well, yes, it gives Shepard an apartment, and it also gives him the ability to order different resources. Like, he gets shipments to the apartment. But that's about it. If that makes sense. So, are you missing out on something? Probably. But is it going to be crucial to your character development? Not really. Only thing it's good at is, and this is only in the early stages, is basically if you've been away from the game long enough, start a new game, go into Pinnacle Station, warm up. That's about the only thing I could see Pinnacle Station being good for. And it is. Why do you think I only have certain games on certain consoles? Because it's very intensive on storage, unfortunately. Which you have more games than I do. But see, the biggest issue, if you're doing it just for story's sake, you are actually still better off putting in the Legendary Edition. Well, yes, it will be storage. You'll be able to go from one game to the other without having to constantly loading up different games as you're progressing. And the exact. Honestly, Mass Effect 3 doesn't change all that much, but there is a noticeable difference. And you'll notice it. Okay, you played the original 3, right? Before now? Yes, I'd assume. At least Mass Effect 2. Like Mass Effect 2, you played it, correct? Do you remember the bathroom in Mass Effect 2 up here in the loft? You couldn't see there was no reflection in the mirror, was there? Right? Yeah. You're wondering why I'm asking, right? Look. It also showed something really cool. Look at the fish tank. It's mirroring everything behind me. It's mirroring me and everything behind me. That wasn't in the 360 versions, was it? There's also extra music choices for the sound systems and the Loft in 2 and 3. And you know how there was a major difference in character creation from Mass Effect 1 and 2? They unified the entire creation system across all three. So you don't have to worry about every. Basically, it's all the same, and they have FemShep in the original, in Mass Effect 1, instead of the shitty versions. But remember how I said that there would be different things that would actually feed into the multiplayer? At least in the original ones. Alright, watch this. See this right here, the N7 Cerberus lab? That actually feeds into one of the multiplayer missions. Pretty cool, right? Alright, let's see. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why do you think I usually don't have? Why do you think I usually don't have them installed unless somebody actually wants to play them with me? Because they're that storage space intensive. I don't have a large external like you do, and it would have to go on the internal. It would have to go in on the internal for my system, anyways. There is no distinction. You will have that luxury. I have to get an expansion, which are not cheap. There. Hey, you could send me an external, fucker. How much are the expansions? Because instead of getting me an external, I'm probably better off getting an expansions pack for my memory. Huh? Yeah. Okay. How big is this? What do you mean? Onigiri. It's a free game, but I don't think the servers are active anymore. I downloaded it once to play with Hopeful. Expansion cards are super expensive. $139 just for a 1 terabyte external expansion? No. You're just noticing this? It's a free game, actually. So,
I found something.
yeah, that's all the assets in that system. What? Maybe. I don't know. Go into the store. Alright, Hades Gamma.
Signal confirmed. Reapers eluded. I found something.
What? I'll consider it.
Faster than light jump successful.
I know. Honestly, I thought they wrapped up the trilogy pretty well, so I don't know why people are butthurt about it.
Signal confirmed.
Hashan? Here come the Reapers, and I'm out. You're wondering why I'm playing cat and mouse with them, aren't you? More or less, yeah. See if there's anything out here. Ooh, that's a big star. Oh, there's a planet over there.
I found something.
No kidding.
Signal confirmed.
Alright, bye, Reapers.
Reapers eluded.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do. I'm just getting some stuff. I'm just skulking around trying to find a way to bring your squid-like asses down. Don't mind me.
I found something.
Yeah, Sovereign. He was a Reaper. Yeah, more or less.
Faster than light jump successful.
Very much so. It takes a while for it to actually, here. Journal, you're looking for, here we go.
The Reaper Sovereign was the first Reaper.
That's who you
by
fought
the
in Mass
modern
Effect
Citadel
1.
Races. Military leaders initially assumed that Sovereign was a Geth or
Sovereign.
Prothean flagship commanded by Serenar. A myth, the Reaper called Harbinger
He
is believed to be the oldest and largest
is
in the
the
Reaper
first
Armada.
Reaper.
From the reaches of dark space,
Harbinger.
managed to control the Collectors, a race of human-sized insectoid bipeds, as it sent them on a campaign to kill and gather humans from vulnerable.
So, in your
The Citadel
opinion,
races have classified the known variant.
do you think that the Reapers were end all be all for themselves? Beginning and the end.
Signal confirmed.
What do you... Yeah, do you think that's possible? Would you be surprised if I told you that they were actually the byproduct of another race? Or the result of it? I don't know. Do you want to see it? The story behind the Reapers. This ought to be good.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends. Old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal. But is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Alliance resources are stretched pretty thin. Is this really worth the time?
Just imagine if this task force had existed 3 years ago when you discovered the Prothean beacon. This whole war might not have happened. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here.
The darkness cannot be breathed.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
Look at Edie.
I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You just shot your boss. He's dead. Why?
After you arrived, it was dark, cold, like I was somewhere else.
Take a good look. You did that. You pulled the trigger and killed him.
No. No! I couldn't have. No! I'm not a murderer!
I saw you pull the trigger. Then you tried to kill me.
I swear I didn't!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we
Alright,
won't know
15
unless we
minutes
can
until
find
you
it.
gotta get going.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received
Actually,
a
I'd
log
say
from a field researcher.
about 10 minutes, that way you have time to get ready. Wow. Hey! A husk head.
This must be the artifact.
Bryson, maybe it's nothing. Maybe I can project.
Garno appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not.
He's out there somewhere. And we need him.
I think I'll end it early today.
Evidently used a galaxy map, sir.
That way you have time to relax before you have to get going. Fair?
Program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garno.
And I should be able to continue then. Remember, each individual game needs to be downloaded. It'll come into the game as updates. Alright? Alright.